Behind me we have some calla lilies. And this is not necessarily about gardening for food as usual, but I thought it was interesting. On my property we have a whole bunch of calla lilies because our property was originally owned by a little lady who lived here for over 40 years. And before we redid the backyard and put in a lawn for the kids, it was this little flower paradise, but also like wildflower paradise full of invasive species mixed with roses, where it seemed like what she did is every time she got a plant from someone, she just planted it out in the backyard. And it was kind of cool because everything bloomed at different times of the year, but eventually, you know, kids need a lawn to run around on and not just gravel and roses and calla lilies and daisies and all sorts of stuff. Anyways, some of the calla lilies, after we redid the yard, they sprouted back up because they're in, they have bulbs, and the bulbs went down pretty deep, so it didn't matter if we redid it, they were still there, the bulbs. We pulled out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bulbs. I like calla lilies. They are an invasive species. This year was a little bit different though. They usually bloom, and when they bloom and their leaves finally turn yellow, or not their leaves, but their flowers turn yellow and everything like that, you just pull them out. The bulb stays down in the ground, and eventually the next year it comes up when it's wet enough. But this year, you see here, they have seeds. Just pollinated. And I didn't know that calla lilies reproduce 2 different ways, which makes perfect sense. I mean, it can't just solely be a bulb. So what am I going to do with those seeds? I don't know. I think I'm going to cut these off so they don't just drop down into the lawn, and there's a whole bunch of calla lilies in my lawn the next year that I just have to run over with the lawnmower. And maybe put them around in the backyard around the fence line. Not in the front yard. Like I said, it's an invasive species, and the front yard has some other really pretty stuff going on, so like we're not going to disrupt that. Cool. Bye.